Hello everyone. In this video I'm gonna show you the process on making the spaceship Gravital in 3D program called Blender, while talking about stuff. It took me a long time just to make this bottled fascist corn organ airplane, because I was sleepy after drinking medicines and antibiotics for days. When I thought I'm finally getting better, I got cold instead. And so now I feel guilty for not posting a video on YouTube for days, because only posting videos on YouTube that could fulfill this long time emptiness that I had for a year. Okay, I'm done complaining now. I want to say thank you for 2,500 subscribers. I was shocked that there are many people that actually watch my content and wanted to see more. And I also wanted to say thank you for the supports on the snaky time-lapse video. I'm doing great now. Thank you so much for watching and commenting on my videos. It was really touching. To be honest, I almost didn't wanted to post the process on making the Gravitals, because on how long and confusing it was to watch the process. And also the fact that I didn't use Joyu to make the Gravitals made me sad. I was very bad at making the Gravitals. I'm not good at making something that isn't biological. I was very struggling at making the head of the Gravitals, because I'm not machine designer or something like that. I'm also very bad at making the organs, since it's my first time making interior of a biological creatures. So instead of just watching the crappy process on making the Gravitals, you will also heard my crappy commentary on all tomorrows. I promised to share the 3D models on Steam and Sketchfab. But I'm still struggling with on how to upload the models on Steam, so my 3D models only available on Sketchfab. And also a disclaimer for those who wanted my 3D models, I haven't rigged, retopo and textured my models. So please don't have high expectation with 3D models, because it's very messy. I'm also made Discord server. For those who want to join, you can also join. To be honest, I never use Discord and I'm probably gonna be less active on there because of my time zone. And I also not gonna let you hear my voice, because it's very weird for me. And of course all of the link is on the description and pinned comments. Okay. I knew all tomorrows by a video posted by Alt-Shift-X. I didn't actually watch the video because I want to read all tomorrows while listening to music, so I just read it from the Google Drive link. I read all tomorrows while listening to Perfume by Dune Kanda and Remnants by Cellula. The musics were very fitting to the mood of all tomorrows, which makes the experience 10 times better. And I really recommend you guys should listen to Dune Kanda. They got a very atmospheric music. I listened to all of their musics. 10 out of 10 stuff. The first time I read All Tomorrows, I felt terrified by a piece of fiction for the first time in 5 years. I might sound crazy, but I do believe something like All Tomorrows could happen to us, maybe not now or the near future, but maybe after we got out from our galaxy to other galaxy, and we were found by other fascist overpowered intelligent species. And then, boom. Humans got turned into a livestock. Promise of the Neverland vibes. I mean, I like the idea of me being a snack, not in literal sense. So the idea of gotten genetically modified into some kind of weird furniture gave me some of existential dread, which I really loved. I mean, when you can't felt anything emotionally for a year, an existential dread is good enough to cover this emptiness for temporary time. So I gave All Tomorrows a second read, to observe the beautiful arts. I'm very enamored by the creature designs. It made me keep thinking maybe if I'm the Chew, I would make something that is more to my liking. The thought kept me awake at night. I really loved imagining those creatures. And then, I thought I should make this so I won't get bothered by those creatures in my mind. So I clean my dusty laptop and just make the lopsider and record the process. From all the specimens in all tomorrows, the Gravitals and the new machine are my favorites. I like the Gravitals not because of their fascist belief, but because they can customize their body into whatever they want. I always love body modification in sci-fi or real life. I really liked the cyberpunk-esque body modification, but I wanted something more dramatic. Like dumping your original body into a new machine body, whether it's the classic like RoboCop or putting your brain into star-powered computer. So that's why the Gravitals and the new machine are my main favorite. Maybe not the Gravitals because of their weird sense of fashion, like from all the forms they choose bowling balls, flat standing carpet, and bottled corn starship. At least the last one looks good enough. But because of all tomorrows, I also starting to like genetic modification. Not your typical this vegetable had a pesticide like self-defense mechanism GMO, but like the let's cut the arm and change them into wings and make their face leathery kinda GMO. And so that's why I understand why the Chew turned human into other post-human species. It was fun turning them into these weird creatures. And from all the human specimens that the Chew made, my favorite was the Tempter and the Lopsiders. Identity reveal. Am I the Chew? No, I'm not the Chew. Even though I and the Chew likes GMO, we are not related. I'm just an earthling that was birthed from a volcanic mountain in one of the islands in Indonesia. It's a shame though, because I had limitation that the Chew don't have. Besides of the Gravitals, new machine, Tempter, and Lopsiders. I still had other favorites, the Colonials, the Modular People, and of course the Asteromorph. The Colonials isn't really my favorite in a sense. I love the design. I felt like the Colonials had like this weird emotional connection to me. Where I felt like I am the Colonials, alive with their minds still working, but their body trapped them into this static position where you are cursed to bear this intelligence with no power to change your fate. I felt like Colonials are the symbol of hopelessness and depression that I experienced. But that's all gonna change because the Colonials change into my other favorite, which is the Modular People. To be honest, I like the Modular People because it's like a DIY build-your-own people kit. If I wanted multiple dicks, I could just glued modular peoples that had dick, and maybe if I wanted to kiss myself, I could just put another mouth people brick into the mouth Lego brick piece. I felt like my creativity are endless with the Modular People. But of course, I also like them because they inspired me. How they could change their pitiable situation from the Colonials into thriving civilization filled with human Lego bricks with multiple dicks. They remind me on how no matter how bad your situation are, you could always change it into a better situation. Until the Gravitals came and kill all of them. Well. Next. Asteromorph. I love them not because they are the surviving star descendant that got away from the Chew. I do like their designs. But mostly the reason why I love them so much, because they reminds me of the story that I made in my head. On how in the future there will some humans that plays God, being a guardian of this newly made planet. The story kinda inspired by Nier Automata. The story wasn't that deep. I just like thinking on the design on this highly powerful human guardian and the world. Seriously, I love All Tomorrows because of this summary-like format and the beautiful illustrations. I can read it without getting bored. Maybe because of my short attention span, I got easily tired reading a normal-length book. I got no problems with imagining the scene of the book tries to portray. I just can't read the books after 70 pages. After reading All Tomorrows, I want to try to finish a book. I love how All Tomorrow's written, the fact Kosemen never make this narrative of the pure human that will save all humans and change them into the original human bodies. Kosemen didn't write on how the astromorph will save the other humans, instead he just writes on how the astromorph has this fear of living in the planets and instead lie low in the void. While the other humans started to thrive on their own, they had their own history. We are constantly reminded that these creatures are humans, no matter if they are living in the sea and breeding shark car for a living, or this degenerate with duck hand, greasy hair and big balls. What matter the most is they are happy in their own weird way. And I really love the Gravitals or Ruin Haunters history. On how the Ruin Haunters were constantly reminded of the human past fate and became this paranoid fascist asshole and thinking they were the only pure star human. So when they met the other humans and just destroy those humans, except for the bug facer which they turn them into walking human speaker with long pubes. They were slowly turning themselves into the enemy they fear the most. Oh, the irony. The weird things that I still keep thinking until this day is the fact there are this furry vegan human activist Gravitals that tried to save the bug facer by genetically modified the bug facer into their original form, and then sleep with them. The other Gravitals are just like, puff, look at this guy's trying to make us stop having our walking human pet decoration, and now they are committing bestiality. Please stop them. This is disgusting. Screw this, let's have a war with the astromorph. I guess fear turned you into a fascist while love turns you into a furry. Something worthwhile to keep you awake on nights. Now, I'm done talking about my favorite human specimens. Let's talk about my honorable mention. The first one is the mantelope. I love them because they are miserable creatures that were created to sing, and the music I imagine them singing will probably sound like Arca song like Meal, Reverie, or Saunter, which is my favorite. So yeah, I basically like them because I imagine them singing a depressing song that I like, reminding me that I'm in my emo phase. 8 out of 10. The finger fisher. I like that they had this cool emo hair. I almost love them because I thought they had a very long middle finger. But they only have 4 fingers and too bad they had small dick. 7 out of 10. Insectophagi. Cool face, but had mediocre body. 7 out of 10. The snake people. Chill dudes, I wanted to hang out with them just doing nothing while listening to weird snaky jazz. 9 out of 10. The tool breeder. I love the irony of them using genetic modification after genetically modified into a dolphin wearing a dildo hat. And I also want to see shark car or something like that. 10 out of 10. Pterosapians. They are peaceful egalitarian creatures. Too bad they had short lifespan and work a lot. 8 out of 10. After this video posted, I'm going to focus on my personal projects. Maybe I will try make some all tomorrow's creatures, but that won't be guaranteed. I think I'm going to make 3D models from manga panels or sci-fi stuff, or maybe, even better, a Berserk meme. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Please visit CM Kosemen Works. Because the beautiful specimen I made in this video is his creatures. And if you wanted to see content I made, consider subscribe. Okay. Bye.